Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump has said that talks with Iran will happen on Monday, but declined to set a deadline for an agreement. As he returned to Washington from a weekend in New Jersey, Trump told reporters that a negotiation would begin on Monday afternoon, but did not provide details of where it would take place or who would be involved. Asked if there was a deadline for Iran to come to an agreement, Trump declined to answer. He said he's not looking to kill people because a lot of people die. Meanwhile, Iran has ruled out any direct negotiations with the United States over the Strait of Hormuz, insisting that discussions on a temporary shipping route are taking place exclusively with Oman. Speaking at a news conference, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bakai said the strategic waterway would never return to its pre-war state and accused Washington of fueling instability across the region. He also welcomed efforts by regional countries to reduce tensions in the Middle East, saying initiatives aimed at de-escalation were positive developments. President Donald Trump has accused Iran's leadership of being unbelievably duplicitous after Tehran denied holding talks with Washington. In a social media post, Trump insisted that discussions were underway and also claimed that the Strait of Hormuz remained under US control. He warned that nothing would pass through the crucial waterway unless a deal or what he called total surrender was achieved. On the other hand, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has reiterated President Donald Trump's warning that the US military remains on full alert and ready to act against Iran, insisting that Trump's decision to postpone a planned strike had not affected America's military readiness. In a post on X, Hegseth said the US Department of Defense remained prepared to respond at levels not seen since World War II. He also echoed Trump's recent remarks about the scale of the operation that had been under consideration. An Iranian Revolutionary Guards commander has said that forces in northwestern Iran are on full operational readiness to counter any threat. In a social media post, Ground Forces Commander Mohammad Karami said that fighters are prepared to deliver a decisive response to any miscalculation by what he called extra-regional enemies or terrorist groups. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi visited the Imam Ali Shrine in Najaf on Monday, ahead of the annual Arba'in gathering. Arba'in marks the end of a 40-day mourning period for Hazrat Imam Hussein alayhi as-salam. He is expected to travel to Karbala next. Iranian pilgrims in Iraq are dedicating their Arba'in rituals to late Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Meanwhile, Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar has invited Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi to visit Pakistan at the earliest convenience. During a telephonic conversation, the two diplomats discussed regional and international developments, including the deteriorating situation in occupied East Jerusalem. Iran has said that the US-Israel war is a war against the entire region, not just Tehran. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baghai said that the US military presence and use of Gulf countries' territory have increased insecurity and instability. He warned that regional states must prevent further escalation. The spokesperson also confirmed that Iran and Oman are discussing a unified maritime corridor through the Strait of Hormuz to facilitate shipping between the two countries. He said the proposed two-way corridor would combine routes through Iranian and Omani waters and serve the interests of both countries until a permanent shipping route is established. Cuba's electricity grid has collapsed, plunging the island of about 10 million people into darkness as blackouts become more frequent. The outage follows 3 nationwide blackouts in July and comes as a US-imposed oil blockade further strains the island's aging energy infrastructure. The state-owned grid operator gave no further details of the situation in its posts on X and Facebook. At least 7 people have been killed, including 3 children, in what Russia says was a Ukrainian drone strike on a crowded beach at the Black Sea resort of Gelendzhik. Around 40 people were also injured in the drone strike. Moscow has accused Kiev of deliberately targeting civilians, while Ukraine has not commented. Heavy rains and floods have battered parts of southern India over the weekend, killing at least 11 and displacing thousands in the state of Kerala, and setting off a landslide that killed at least 3 in neighbouring Karnataka. A state government minister said the death toll in rain-related incidents rose to 11 by Sunday, and nearly 7,700 people were evacuated to around 275 relief camps across Kerala. The state is likely to see strong winds and moderate rainfall in some areas on Monday. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.SAMAA TV. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.